I'm Kettle Baroni, and this is just a bad idea. Hello out there in the interwebs. You've got your inner tubes turned to Kettle Baroni, and I have rigged this village to explode. Remember those obsidian TNTs I was talking about? That's these guys. And I'm pretty sure they go off on redstone signal. We'll soon find out, won't we? But not now. I'm going to save this for the end of the episode. Because something amazing happened. Yes, the Mod Sauce mod pack has updated. I don't know why that's amazing. The wires are plugging into things again. Oh, I am so happy. I am so very happy. All of my solar panels are making energy, which means I can drop down here, and I can have all of my mining lasers going. And it looks like... Cool. It looks like all my solar panels are good enough to keep my 6 mining lasers going. The mining lasers are pretty cool, and I think you guys can hear that. That spooky sound is the ravine under my base. I never really dealt with it. It's there, but last time I said, yeah, there's a moon and Mars, but I'm not going to go there. Well, this time I am. I'm thinking we're going to go on a little adventure in the Mars and the moon. I'll show you guys how much butt I kick, and I don't know, maybe we can just talk. Put away some stuff, make sure that I have everything that I need. Got my oxygen. I don't have enough oxygen for a huge adventure on Mars and the moon. Words. But this should work. Moon portal! Away! Downloading terrain. Here we go. Yep, this is my moon base. It's not really anything special. I made... Oh. Alright, right now it's lagging a little bit. That thing up there, that's my moonlander. It does not appear to like that I built a dome over where I landed. So, is it landing? Looks like it's landing. Let's turn the portal off. Yeah. How about that lag, huh? Oh, portal turned off. That thing is still being weird, and I am still not really loading in very well. I might cut some stuff out here if I can figure it out. But with any luck, I'll be right back. And we're back. Yes, the mod sauce, when it updated, it makes my computer just have to reload everything, and I mean everything. And with all the mods and stuff, it doesn't really like reloading everything. And I've got kind of a beastly computer too. Boop. Alright. We're gonna just sneak out through our little hole here. Don't need moon dirt. Back to flying. Yes, up there is the Earth. It's a square. Of course it's a square. This is Minecraft. Down here... Om nom 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 nom. Oh yeah, I turned my sounds down. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and hit the wrong button. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Put that there. Put that there. That should work. Alright, so... This is the moon. These are some moon mobs. They're different from regular mobs, besides having oxygen gear and stuff on them. They have... Woo! About 50% more health, and if you look real close, you can see that skeleton has 2 bows that he's somehow able to fire at me with. My bow is better. This is the tri-bow. This is a seriously powerful weapon. You get it from the Twilight Forest. I believe you can only get it from killing the Ice Queen, which is, I think, the final boss that they've actually implemented in it so far. Not to say that she is the final boss of that thing, it's just the last one that's been implemented. The moon... Yep, there's no sun out. I've got night vision because of more advanced genetics, which I probably won't do next time. But that's something we can talk about a little bit later. Yes, we've got all of these guys. The tribo, much as it sounds, shoots 3 arrows. And that was my map. That's one of the very, very nice things. You can have a map that you can go to. And this is the main reason you want to come to the moon. This is a moon dungeon. And you need to go through a moon dungeon if you want to go to Mars. These are my imbued swords. These are ridiculously powerful weapons. I briefly showed them in my first video. It's what I'm using in my witch farm. I've been through this one before. They're kind of difficult to find. I don't want to try to find one on camera. But there's a bunch of spawners in these places, and of course it's pitch black, and if you don't have night vision, you're going to have a bit of problem trying to get some light up in here, because regular torches, as you can see, they're not lit, because there's no oxygen on Mars, on the moon, on wherever I am. But you go through the thing, you deal with the occasional skeleton, you deal with my little pixie jumping out and killing stuff, all kinds of zombies, jeez. Yeah. And those of you who are paying any kind of attention, notice I have 2 swords out. That's because of Mountain Blade, which is a really cool mod that lets you have, well, 2 weapons in your hands. As you can see, down on the bottom, I have 6 extra little inventory slots, and those have weapons in them, and one has a shield. These are here specifically for Mountain Blade for having your weapons. But yeah, you go back. Woo! Lost track of where I am. You go through these things and you fight a gigantic jerk spider. No, you fight a gigantic jerk skeleton who shoots at you and will throw you around and is, well, a jerk. And you beat him. You go into that room that had the chest. In fact, let me see if I can find my little hole. There it is. Yeah. Die! Die! This is me failing. This is me failing at shooting stuff. Die! Die, 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 die. Alright, now that I have some peace, go back down here. Anyway, you beat the skeleton, you get a key. You go past the skeleton's room, and you get to a treasure chest that you need your key to unlock. I don't need that, or that, or that, or that, or that, or that. What is this? Juggernaut helmet. That's a new thing. Don't need that, though. Getting out of here. There is one other interesting feature on the moon. Whee! There's multiple different moon dungeons that you can find. And there's 2 things you can find in those chests. Well, among various chest loot, you will also find schematics. Schematics for making new rockets, and also schematics for making buggies. I had to find several buggies before I found a rocket. And this is the other interesting feature of the moon. This is a moon village. And down here, not a zombie. Well, yes, a zombie. But that's not what I came down here to show you. I came down here to show you the moon villager. Whoops. Yeah, when you have those things out, the right click, instead of being able to talk to stuff, you swing your other sword at him. Which isn't a nice thing to do. I didn't mean to kill that moon villager. He did not deserve to die. I feel like a jerk. Anyway, these are the moon villagers. Unless they just changed something, you can't trade with them. I've been right-clicking on them and not trading, but that does not necessarily mean anything because I don't have this thing. This is I forget what it's called, but it's what you use to get voice on the moon. But let us leave. The moon is a silly place. Ah yes, also, wonder if I can happen across one as we head back home. The other thing you need from the moon is meteoric iron. And I don't know what makes the meteors spawn in. Oh, there's one. It seems to be something about having the chunks loaded, but also having players nearby. I don't know. I've heard the hermits speculate on how it actually works too, and they don't know either. But yeah, they will fall, and they'll also break stuff, which is why I've got this fused quartz here, because fused quartz is the stuff that holds up to explosions really well. So I just made this out of fused quartz, and have a nice easy way through. Boop, boop, and boop. Alright. My moonlander, it's kind of stuck in the ground right now. To home. Right. I messed up on the on naming the portals over there on the moon. Hopefully we can download home without needing to do another jump cut. Whoop. Excuse me. Hit the button. With the button hit, we go to Mars. And through. And it's Mars. And it's laggy again. Oh, it's kind of loading. This here, this is your Mars lander. Instead of like the Moonlander coming down in a Moonlander thingy, you come in landing balloons. And there's a bunch of rocket fuel. And there's some slimes who decided to follow me through the portal. Now I've got several slime chunks in my pyramid, so I get to deal with slimes. I think they're still, I think they're cute. I like them. Boom. Little bit of lag, as you can see. Mars is a lot like the moon. Punch the slime. In that there's no air, obviously. There's the same kind of mobs around. There's also Mars dungeons instead of moon dungeons. Meteoric iron does not fall on Mars. No, Mars has Desh, which is an ore you have to actually go out and mine. And Mars is being a little bit better about loading, at least. And similar to the moon, you have Mars dungeons. And in the Mars dungeons, there's also two different schematics you can find. You can find the tier 3 rockets, which I don't think I've actually made. Or you can find cargo rockets, which if you didn't have like the portals that I have, would be the easiest way to move lots and lots of stuff. 10. There you are, Desh ore. You need lots and lots of Desh ore to do stuff. You also need lots and lots of meteoric iron, so once you get your tier 2 rocket, don't think you're going to be done with the meteoric iron. Oh no. You're going to be doing lots of stuff with the meteoric iron. And I'm doing lots of stuff with lag. It's not too important though, because again, I've gone through this dungeon like I did the moon dungeon that I showed you. Similarly, you go through here, torches don't work, mob spawn, there's a bunch of spawners. Zoom, you get through here. Oh, what do we got here? Creeper spawner. The evolved creepers are mean. The only reason I haven't taken out any of those things because another thing from the advanced genetics is in vanilla Minecraft, creepers just cannot handle ocelots. They don't know what to do around cats, they just gotta run. You can get that DNA from cats and never fear creepers again. And as far as I know, it works on every single type of creeper. Where... Oh, this was a dungeon that didn't have a boss. Yeah, every so often you'll get a dungeon that doesn't actually have a boss in it, which is kinda sad. The Mars boss is really cool. It's a lot more interesting of a fight than the Moon boss. And I'll leave it at that, because I actually want to show you. Not in this video. I'm going to... Well, now's as good a time as any to start explaining, as I dig myself straight up. This is why I love, love, love the imbued tool. It is so nice. What was I talking about? Stuff. Yes, stuff. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Good. Anyway, I'm going to be making a new world, because I can show you guys all kinds of cool stuff, but it's like jumping ahead to the very end of your movie. You've missed all the cool build-up to it. So, I'm going to be making a new world soon. And with the reset, well, with the update, it'll be a lot easier to just get rid of everything and make a new thing. And then I can show you guys all the different stuff. And I'll probably just go through and do all kinds of kind of mod spotlights, I guess. Lag. I might have killed it this time. I might have killed it this time. It looks like I will be back. Hopefully next time with much, much less crashing. I'll see you later. I'll be back in a second. And I am back once more. Yes, I am back once more. It looks like it is working again. So huzzah! Let's get through here. Alright, so I was asked to do some fighting because I've got a whole bunch of really, really strong weapons and I've got some pretty awesome armor, and, well, one of my friends wants to see me just tear some stuff up. Excuse me, I was talking with my mouth full. They want to see me tear some stuff up. So... that's not gonna work, is it? Nope. So... has there always been a hole right there? Yeah, that hole has been there. Whee! We'll hop into bed. And... yeah, I'll just show you guys around a roguelike dungeon. Even though I've killed most everything in it, it's another really cool mod. And I've got one pretty close to my village, actually. Pew. So, the roguelike dungeons. If you guys play much video games, you should know what a roguelike is. It's a... I guess you could qualify it as losing is fun. The game, it's all about trying to get just a little further than you did last time. And roguelikes really are known for their difficulty. The roguelike dungeon mod gives you, well, these roguelike dungeons, which have all kinds of cool blocks in them. They have all kinds of spawners in them. It has all kinds of loot in them. And it has all kinds of blocks in them, which I might have already said. But they are really cool for finding stuff that you don't want to actually have to go around and find in the world. What do I mean? Well, over here, for instance, there were some carrots and potatoes, which, if you don't happen to have a village nearby, can be a pain in the butt to find. There's a jack-o'-lantern right there, which can be difficult to find. There's clay, which I don't know about everybody else, but I always have a pain trying to find clay. Mushrooms, flowers, dark oak. What is this one? Blue orchid. All kinds of stuff hidden in pots, and all kinds of just useful things that are really easy to find in these. And, of course, mossy stone bricks. Just so much cool stuff you can find in these. like this. There was cake here, but I eated it. In here, we've got a little bedroom. But if you come in here one of your first days and you go, oh cool, I get a bed for free. And there's also usually furnaces in here, bookshelves, all kinds of really cool stuff. And as you keep going deeper, and whoo, there we go. As you keep going deeper, stuff gets more difficult. Like on this first floor, you'd find, you know, a couple of zombie spawners, skeleton spawners, spider spawners, and they're not really anything too difficult. Same thing for this floor. It's not going to be that difficult, though in here you've got a little treasure room, and these will have stuff like, well, safari nets, food you saw in there, these things. I haven't actually done any factorization. In fact, I'm not sure how much factorization stuff is actually enabled, but there's a lot of mods that use factorization for their stuff. You can also find a whole bunch of traps, like this little pressure plate here. You might be thinking, well, what's this little pressure plate here doing? There was a sticky piston here. So if you step on this pressure plate, it'll activate that sticky piston and push you out. And usually it's a lot more fall than just that. Usually it'll drop you down into a whole bunch of zombies, and you're on a deeper floor, and it's just usually a very, very bad thing. Zoom. In here, the third floor is where stuff usually starts getting serious. Up in these rooms here, there's oftentimes zombie spawners. And the guy that made this, the troll that he is, or maybe she, I don't know, put these redstone torches up here because at a glance, it's difficult to tell between a redstone glance and a zombie spawner at those angles. Which might sound silly, but it's true. And you can go down even further, like that. That's the kind of fall that you usually have to deal with. This is... I think this is the final level, actually. This is the nether level. There's sometimes one level below this, but this is as deep as you go, and this is the treasure room. And in here, no joking, there's about 16 spawners, and all the mobs will be having enchanted armor. Usually enchanted diamond armor. Seriously enchanted diamond armor. Oh, I hear a zomble. Let's show off my other swords. There we go. These are rapiers. And if it wasn't for the imbued swords, I would be using these all the time. All the time. Because these ignore armor. Which, down here, I'm pretty sure these do more damage than the imbued sword. Because, like I said, these go straight through armor. There's, I think, some of the really ridiculous armor that the mobs in here wear doesn't go completely through them, but it's still much better to use these than it is to use the imbued tool. Alright, well that is pretty much that tour. I talked about I'm going to be resetting my, well, I'm starting a new world. I think we only have one thing left to do. We have that spectacular thing I promised you earlier. Yes, the spectacular, spectacular thing. Which doesn't want to load at the moment. Hopefully I won't have to do another jump cut. Up. Up, up. Is it doing things? It's doing things. Awesome. Well, I'm going to put some stuff away while it loads up. Like, oh, just about everything in here. Ding, 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 ding. And, again, if you guys were paying really close attention, you'll notice that some of the graphics for stuff has changed. I think the Practicalities likes to go through and change their graphics for stuff. I think I liked the old imbued tool better. But this one looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I did like the old imbued weapon, the imbued swords better. But I do like the special blue tint they gave them, which is pretty cool. It's just the blue tint on the new swords makes it difficult to really tell what's going on with it. It loses a lot of the detail of it. And, well, I'll show you my last little combination here. This is the sword. That's the shield. I've got those backwards. Awesome. You're supposed to be able to defend with the shield and attack with the sword, but it's deciding to bash with the shield and the sword. And I have this set up for soul shields, soul shards, because this has Soul Stealer on it, Soul Stealer 5. If you ever, well, I'll be showing you guys eventually in my upcoming videos, but if you're gonna do the soul shards, you want to get Soul Stealer, especially if you're going to be doing mobs that are difficult to find, because it takes a lot of souls to get even a level 1 thing. But I think it's time to end on a bang, and I hope this works. It does. Oh, it only worked on the one. Dang it. Well, it didn't blow a hole in our pyramid at least, which I was expecting it to. But this is what you asked for. This is what you asked for, you monsters. I blew up that village. I hope you're happy. This is all on your heads, not mine. Yours. You maniacs, you blew it all up. So yeah, next time I think we're gonna have a whole new world to play on. My sheep are gone. Or maybe I'm lagging. Either way, yay, they're back. You're back, sheep. Let's just stare at our sheep with all their hats and their buying. Let's back up a little bit. Anyway, that's that. I might come back just to finish off the pyramid, or I might just remake the pyramid. Well, slowly work on remaking the pyramid in the next set of videos. You guys tell me what I should do, because this is really for you guys. And not just, the people that I actually know personally. It's kind of mind-blowing to think that there's at least a couple people who watched the first video that I don't personally know. So, hello to all of you. I don't know how many of you it is, but hey, thank you for seeing it. And I hope you come back to watch some of the other ones. And I wonder if this thing worked. That'd be a nice thing to... Haha! Alright. We'll do one last little thing then. Because that is octuple compressed thing. Can I smelt it in the alloy smelter? This is octuple compressed cobblestone. As you can see, it takes 43 million cobblestone and change. And if you smelt this, you get a block of bedrockium. When did I get those? Really, I've done one of those already? Anyway, with the bedrockium, you can make bedrockium drums. And those hold a ridiculous amount of liquids. But, well, we might come back to that. We might not. We'll do it later, definitely. There, you can see how much a bedrockium drum holds. And how much a regular drum holds. That's 256 barrels, buckets. This is 65,000 and change buckets. So yeah, we blew up a village. All because you guys said to. You monsters. You know who you are. You know who you are who suggested it. I hope you feel shame. And I hope everybody else comes back to watch more videos. And I will see you all later. Bye.